What's up guys, and welcome back to another Photoshop football design tutorial. Today's video is on Omar Marmoush, Man City's new super signing. But yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So first I've just got my subject, which is obviously Omar Marmoush, and I went to select and subject, which basically just cuts him out quickly. And then I've just gone to the lasso tool just to go over some of the edges if needs be. And then I clicked mask, and I'm doing that exact same process with all of these other subjects of Omar. So I'm speeding this process up, otherwise it would just take way too long and it would consume most of the video. But yeah, I've just got the lasso tool, and then I go to the erase tool and also just clean up the edges. But anyways, now we've got our subjects cut out. I'm just placing the main subject, obviously the larger one that's going to take up most of the edit, in the right position, and now I'm just putting the other Omars in where it needs be. I'm just playing around with it and just looking what looks nice, and yeah, just taking my time with it. The smallest little details in this are just making sure it's in the right position. Really can just make a difference, that final piece. Just making sure that it is looking layered, and it looks, yeah, it's pleasing to the eye. So just take your time with kind of the composition of the edit. Don't have to rush it. But yeah, now I've just got a plain shape tool, and I've just made like a stretched rectangle. And this is just, yeah, kind of, I can't really explain why I did this. It's just in the moment. I thought it looked cool, and I've just changed it to the other side. And yeah, and now I'm hopelessly trying to get rid of this little thing at the bottom there, and it just doesn't work, so I give up with it. I get most of it gone, so yeah. And then next I actually invert Omar horizontally, just change up the composition a little bit, and I think I ended up sticking with this. I prefer this kind of look. And I get the last subject in there, where he's holding the shirt, which I think is pretty cool. This is kind of like this. Well, this is a signing poster. This is actually recommended by one of my subscribers, so thank you for that. I actually really enjoyed doing this video. I really like doing these kind of, yeah, signing posters. They're just really cool, and I'm not a City fan, obviously. I don't like City, as I'm a Liverpool fan, but it was a cool edit to do. And as painful it is for me to say, I think he's going to be an insane player for City and an insane player in the Premier League. Nowhere near the level of Mo Salah, obviously, me being biased, but yeah, he's definitely got a lot of talent, this guy, and he might cause havoc in the league this season and well, in the future seasons. But anyways, getting back to the video, I've got this cool kind of background texture that I thought was quite fitting. So yeah, I literally just dropped that in behind all the subjects and added an overlay, a blend, so it just blends into the blue gradient. And now I'm just playing around with some shapes, kind of seeing what I can add to it, just make it stand out a little bit more. But you'll see in a minute that I don't stick with these. I just thought it was a bit too blocky, and kind of it just separated the composition a bit too much, so I got rid of them. I wasn't a fan. And now I'm just cleaning up. I've noticed a little bit of the excess white from the background on Omar, so I'm just trying to, yeah, just clean up the edges a little bit with the erase tool. So next I go into camera raw filter, one of the most important parts of the design process in my opinion. Really make the subject stand out, and yeah, just playing around with the lighting, shadows, the sharpening, and also go to image and go to shadow and highlights, and normally put that to about 25%. Again, it just softens the look of the subject, and yeah, it makes it look more like it's in a poster. And again, yeah, just going through the same process, just play around in camera raw filter. There's no kind of set adjustments, just what's pleasing to the eye, what you think looks good. But these, yeah, I kind of stick to what I know, and that's what I do. And again, I go to shadows and highlights to about 25% there, from image down to shadow and highlights if you're looking to do that. So as you can see, it just gives that kind of softer look to the subjects. And now I've just got this the circle shape and put that behind Omar again. I should probably name like Omar 1, Omar 2, Omar 3 here, because I'm just saying Omar, it could be any of them, but you know what I mean. Again, this is just another kind of little design I wanted to do, just playing around with what I think looks good. But in the end, I hated it, so I deleted that one, but kept the other one, which was good. So now I'm going to grab the Etihad Stadium, obviously City's home stadium, because I thought as a signing poster, you'd want to have where he's signing to and having a bit of the culture around the football club. So again, I've just dropped it behind the subjects, and I've done the blend to a nice lighten. I thought this is quite cool, and just it blends into the background really nicely here. And next, I actually am going to try and find the stadium again, but just cut out a little bit of the stadium and just add it into the design. A lot of kind of sports designers do this. They just find kind of cool little shapes from let's say a football stadium or from the crest of the badge or something like that, and just add it into the design. Again, it just it expresses the correlation between the club and the poster and the player that's been signed in this case. So yeah, I just wanted to get the edge of the stadium a little bit and just add it into the design, because I thought it makes it look quite cool. And you can see I just used the pen tool to draw around it, and then I clicked mask, and it's cut out nicely like that. I'm just going to find a nice little place in the design for it to kind of fit, and I thought it would just be behind the first layer of Omar and just in front of the larger image of Omar. And then I've just masked it, and I've got a nice black brush and brushed out what I don't want of the stadium. And now I'm just playing around with the composition of where I want it to look, where I want it to go. Sorry. And a little bit of camera raw filter again, just to make it pop a little bit more. I hate using that expression, pop. I mean, a lot of designers use it. I like to say stand out, but I just did. So sorry about that if that annoys anyone. And there I just add an exposure layer, got a nice brush, inverted the layer and put it to a nice white, then you paint in the shadows. You would have seen this in many of my other videos, how to invert, and but that is Command I on the mask. That'll go to a black and it'll hide what is there, or the other way, you invert it again and it goes back to the white, and then it'll be shown. And here I've just added a nice little kind of shape effect with the stroke of the circle, and just layered it up to make it, enhance the design a little bit more. And the same process again with the exposure layer. Here just adding that shadow behind the City Stadium and in front of Omar's shirt. So now to the text. Obviously, as a signing, you want to have the name of the player on the poster. So what I thought would be quite cool was to merge both texts. So you obviously have Omar and then have the Marmoush coming down vertically. So yeah, I thought this would be quite a cool design technique to do. So yeah, this is kind of just playing around with the lining and spacing of the text. A bit of the boring stuff, but obviously very important, as it will enhance the design overall. But yeah, let me know what you think about the kind of the text design. I was pretty happy with that. I thought it was just quite a cool little effect to enhance it. And this is just a Made Tommy text font. I mentioned it in my previous videos, but defont.com is a very good place to go and get free to use fonts. It literally just easy download, and then just add it to your Creative Cloud, and boom, they're on the software. And now here I've just got the Man City badge coming to the final stage of the design here, so just adding in the details. And as you can see now, I am going to add a little bit more text, just as it's a signing kind of poster. I thought it'd be cool to involve some of just the details of the player, where he's from, the number, etc. So I'm actually going to speed this bit up because yeah, it's pretty simple, just adding in the text. Right, so finally another exposure layer, just to the overall background, and then I inverted it by Command I, got a nice white brush, and I've painted in the shadows behind the text just to make it stand out a little bit more, because I thought it was lost a little bit in the background with the Etihad Stadium. But I hope you're enjoying the video so far, guys, and if it's helpful. I know, again, it's not normal time, it is sped up, but otherwise these videos would be about 40-50 minutes long. I mean, this probably took me around that kind of time, so I do need to speed it up a little bit, but I hope me talking over it is helpful. Just let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, yeah, I mean, I do these designs because, yeah, I'm a designer, but I also run this channel because I want to help other designers and kind of novice designers to get into it. So yeah, if it's not helpful, then there's not much point me doing it. But yeah, I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think of the design as well. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this YouTube journey that we're going on at the moment, and I hope it can continue and keep growing a really engaging community of designers. But yeah, finally I've just got the Premier League logo, and I've added it into the O of Omar. Don't ask me why, I just thought it looks cool. Pretty simple. And yeah, now I've just gone and in one of my kind of texture folders, I've got these cool little kind of squiggly arrows, almost like done by a felt tip, and just added them to the piece, which I thought was a nice final addition. And I've done it to a nice kind of bright yellow, which is actually one of City's kind of training kits I saw on Twitter recently, so I thought it was quite a nice complementing colour to add to the design. So finally, in the last few steps, I have just added a colour lookup of 3 strip to bring out the saturation of the design. I do this for most of my designs at the end. And then I add the citizen saying that City fans have, and the club obviously, and add a warp to the text at arc, and just make sure it's kind of in line with the stadium. Obviously it's not flat, it's curved. And then finally I just get a nice kind of blue lens flare from my textures pack. Not my texture pack, just one of the textures packs. And yes, just add it into the kind of background of the Etihad Stadium as it's coming from the floodlights, and I just thought this was a nice little addition. But there we have it, guys. There is my final design of Omar Marmoush to Manchester City. Going to be a real hassle in the Premier League, definitely for a lot of teams to stop this guy. I think he's got a lot of potential, and he's going to fly. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below, and until next time, Boss Designs.